Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So I want to give you guys my thoughts on the whole LiAngelo Ball situation. So it's kind of been like an ongoing storyline for the past few months now. I mean, we all know how he got arrested in China and everything, how Donald Trump says that he bailed him out and everything like that, and LeVar Ball having beef with Donald Trump. And now, the newest news, of course, is that LeVar Ball has pulled LiAngelo Ball from UCLA. Like, he has taken him out of UCLA. It is said that he is not going to play college basketball there. And for that reason, guys, I'm going to tell you this much, man. I think LiAngelo Ball still has a chance to be successful in the NBA. Now, I'm going to say straight up, guys, before you dislike this video or go to the comments and saying like, oh, Crispy, he has no chance in the NBA. Let me rephrase this, guys. Let me say this in a different way, okay? And you can just end the video right here if you want to. I don't think LiAngelo Ball is going to be successful as an NBA player, but I do think LiAngelo Ball is going to be successful in the NBA. I feel like in the future, this is not the last we have heard of LiAngelo Ball. So let's think about it this way, guys. Okay, you might hate LeVar Ball, maybe you love LeVar Ball, maybe you question his parenting skills, or maybe you praise his parenting skills. What we all know is that he loves his kids, he loves his sons, right? And it seems like he has a plan for each one of them. I mean, LiAngelo Ball, of course, is, you know, I know he's not having the greatest rookie season, and people are already writing him off, which is absolutely crazy because he is only 19, and he's got like an NBA body and everything like that. He just needs to improve his shot and everything. But LeVar Ball had a plan for LiAngelo Ball. It was like, okay, he is going to be the pillar that starts everything. He's going to be the pillar that starts the Big Baller brand. Now, of course, he thought that Lonzo could live up to that potential and everything like that. So maybe that's really in the back of Lonzo's mind and making him struggle in his rookie season. Although I do think he'll rebound back from that eventually. But that was LeVar Ball's plan. It's like, you know, this is obviously out of the three Ball brothers. Lonzo showed like the potential to be the greatest NBA player out of the three of them, right? So he kind of invested him as a kid growing up. You know, he kind of trained him in a traditional way that a father would kind of work with their son, or really anybody would work with their son to get them to the next NBA level, keeping him, you know, probably on a certain type of schedule, and just really making sure that LiAngelo Ball lived up to the maximum of his potential and was able to make it to the NBA. And we all know he has all the biggest confidence in the world of him, right? And then you look at LaMelo Ball. So LaMelo Ball is a bit different. I mean, you can definitely say, I know LaMelo is like 15, 16 years old, so he definitely has more maturity to do and everything like that. But there's definitely holes in LaMelo Ball's game that we all see. I mean, we all know he had like that crazy, what was like 92-point game or something like that for Chino Hills High School last year. It's just like he went absolutely crazy with that. But LeVar Ball sees something in LaMelo where he's kind of like, you know, I can't really plan out the same way for LaMelo to be an NBA player like with Lonzo, because, you know, I think LaMelo really needs to work on his defense and everything. I really think that LaMelo is not exactly, he doesn't really have the same NBA body as LiAngelo Ball has, although he could grow into that still. I mean, like I said, he's only like 15, 16 years of age. But what LeVar did is he pulled him out of high school. He said he's going to homeschool him, probably work on certain aspects of the game with him, and really just make sure that he lives up to the plan that LeVar Ball made for him, right? So that's two of the Ball brothers out of the way. And now we have LiAngelo Ball. And I'm sure a lot of us are thinking like, yo, man, we all see all the stuff going on with Lonzo and LaMelo, so LiAngelo has to be a great basketball player, right? And I mean, in high school, he was good and everything. Last season, up until LaMelo, I believe he was like the highest scorer on his high school team, right? But that does not mean he was going to be a great NBA player. I mean, I think, what's his name, Wojo or whatever, you know, the NBA analysis guy said that he was not even on the extended list of prospects for GMs. So I'm sure LeVar Ball knew all of this stuff. I mean, come on, he's got connections and stuff like that. He knows where his son ranks and everything. So not only that, when it came to basketball, LeVar Ball was focusing on his other two sons, right? And I do think a big issue behind LiAngelo having the whole like stealing situation with China, I feel like it was kind of a grab at attention, especially at that age, man. It's like he sees his other two brothers getting all this attention from the father. It's like, yo, man, do you see me? Do you see me? I feel like that's why a lot of crime and stuff happens in the real world. It's just because, you know, when your father or your mother or your whoever is not giving you the attention, it's like, hey, man, look at me over here. I still exist. So I'm thinking LeVar Ball's plan behind pulling away, I'm sorry, man, I'm getting all the freaking Ball brothers mixed up. It's so freaking, like, their names are so similar. I think his mindset behind pulling LiAngelo out of college is pretty much he wants to raise him in a way that he can find success in the NBA, but without it being, you know, actual playing basketball. I mean, we all know LeVar Ball. He's a businessman. He is a smart guy. Like, believe it or not, LeVar Ball has a smart business kind of savvy to him. I mean, come on, man. He's starting with the Big Baller brand and everything like that, which is successful in his own way. So I could totally see him invest, you know, into LiAngelo in the sense of making him a guy that could one day maybe work his way up the executive ladder of the NBA, work on owning an NBA team someday, you know, something crazy like that. That's on a higher scale. Or maybe turn him into a player scout, maybe turn him into a future coach, maybe turn him into an agent. Maybe one day he'll take on the mantle and run big baller brand himself and become successful. So really, I want to tell you guys this straight up. Just because LiAngelo did not find success as a basketball player, which he still could somewhere, maybe he'll go play in Europe or something like that, does not mean he still cannot find success in the NBA. We should not write this man off, because LeVar Ball is, I'm going to say, guys, he's a good father to his children. I mean, he puts pressure on them, but wouldn't you want your father to put pressure on you to succeed to the best of your ability? So really, I think the situation was LeVar Ball made a plan for LiAngelo, and that plan was not meant for his style of life. It was not meant for what he could be. So in the end of the day, LiAngelo was not really doing something he truly wanted to do, and maybe something he wasn't confident in. So it's time to regroup, recalibrate. Let's just say this straight up, guys. This is not just LeVar Ball's call. Like, he doesn't get to go out there and say, LiAngelo, this is your life path, because nobody wants that. Like, people want to make their own choices. Everybody deserves to make their own choices. But I think it's time to pull him back, have a talk with him, and say, hey, son, what do you want to do with your future? What do you want to be? Like, who do you want to be? What do you want your legacy to be? And for that reason, if LiAngelo wants to be part of the NBA, I think he will find success there somehow. He's going to have two brothers that are going to be in the NBA. Whether they're successful or not themselves, that remains to be seen. That's up to them and the grind they put on every single day. But, I mean, LiAngelo was going to have connections, so I think one way or another he's going to find success. It might just not be playing the game of basketball, but I think he will find success in basketball.